Periyava Sharanam, Glimpses from Sri MahaPeriyava's Life History, Volume 8, Chapter 17, Continued. Puri Jagannath, Odisha. On the night of May 4th, 1936, MahaPeriyava visited Harikrishnapur Agraharam. He was received there by local Pandits who read out and presented a welcome address. At dawn on May 5th, MahaPeriyava bathed in the holy Chandan Tala pond located at the border of Puri Jagannath. Close to the pond, in a beautifully erected shamyana, people had gathered in large numbers to welcome MahaPeriyava. The audience included many sannyasis of the four Advaita mutts in Puri, the Maharaja of Puri, numerous Pandits of Mukti Mandap, government officials and local people. The audience gave a rousing welcome to MahaPeriyava early in the morning. Around 7 a.m., a formal welcome address was presented to MahaPeriyava. Soon after, a procession started from this place towards Govardhan Mutt, one of the first four mutts founded by Adi Shankara. This mutt is closely associated with the Puri Jagannath temple. The procession that escorted MahaPeriyava to the Govardhan Mutt was led by convoys of elephants, horses and musical bands including Mutt's Nadaswaram. The Govardhan Mutt authorities received MahaPeriyava with Purna Kumbham, a great traditional honor bestowed on VIPs. After MahaPeriyava was seated on the Govardhan Mutt Simhasana, the sannyasis of the four key mutts, Govardhan Mutt, Shankarananda Mutt, Shivatirtha Mutt and Gopalatirtha Mutt, offered their salutations to MahaPeriyava. Later, around 1 p.m., MahaPeriyava visited Neeladri, the main temple of Puri. The temple authorities received MahaPeriyava with due honors and facilitated his darshan of Lord Jagannatha, Balaram, Subhadra Devi, Shri Devi, Bhudevi, Vimala Devi, Kanchi Ganapati and Narasimha Murti, the deities in the temple. Mukti Mantapa Sabha. Background. In ancient times, kings were often guided by the advice of scholars in different fields to help in their administration. Likewise, famous temples of India had set up committees of scholars to provide opinions on matters related to temple administration. Such a body of exemplary scholars existed at the Jagannath temple in Puri, and it was known as the Mukti Mandapa Sabha. This Sabha, a seat of learning, is as ancient as the Jagannath temple. Sannyasis of Shankaracharya Mutt of Puri and specially ordained learned Brahmin Pandits of Puri's adjacent 18 villages, Shasanas, are qualified to be members of this Sabha and present discourses. As a tradition, the chief of this Sabha was one of the heads of the four Advaita mutts in Puri, who was in the sannyasa ashramam for the longest period of time. In the event of any dispute relating to Dharma Shastras in the country, the decision of the Sabha was considered final and conclusive. The committee of scholars, Sabha, met at the Mukti Mandap of the temple, and hence it came to be called as Mukti Mandapa Sabha. At the center of the Mukti Mandap, there is a sacred and ancient Peetham, seat. It was a rule that only direct descendant Acharyas of Adi Shankara Parampara succession were qualified to occupy the seat. As MahaPeriyava's visit was an historical event and he was eminently qualified to take the seat at the Mandap, the members of the Mukti Mandapa Sabha decided to celebrate the event in a grand manner. The Sabha members conveyed their decision to MahaPeriyava. Later, Pandits escorted MahaPeriyava to the Mukti Mandap and requested him to be seated on the sacred Peetham. It was followed by enthusiastic cheers from thousands of people who had gathered to witness this event. The elderly chief of the Mukti Mandapa Sabha and the head of Shankarananda Mutt and many of the scholars spoke about Adi Shankara's contributions and the philosophy of Advaita. They also expressed happiness at MahaPeriyava's visit to Puri and called for participation of all in the celebrations of his visit. In response, MahaPeriyava spoke in Sanskrit, extolling the virtues of the Sabha and praising the leadership of Orissa in protecting the Vedas. He appealed to the Jagannath Pandits to be a source of guidance in spreading dharma throughout the world. On May 6, 1936, MahaPeriyava stayed in the palace of Daspur Maharaja. It was a full moon day and MahaPeriyava took a sacred dip in the eastern sea of Mahodati. The Bay of Bengal is known as Mahodati, while the Arabian Sea is named Ratnakaram. MahaPeriyava briefly visited Sakshi Gopal once again on May 10, 1936. He left Sakshi Gopal the same night, travelled to Delang and then on to Khordha city about 40 miles from Puri. To be continued. Periyava Sharanam.